Hello again, everybody. Let's paint a painting. I've already got a canvas open. It's a 10 by 8, 150 pixels per inch. I'm using 150 because it's just a smaller file size. And same way with 10 by 8. I'm going to try not to get brush lag, but this brush has a tendency to want to lag on my computer, especially now that I'm recording. So I've already selected the brush. It's the Big Wet Sky brush. And I'm just going to start off with crisscross strokes and going across the top. And I'm using medium to hard pressure. And now we're going to use a lighter pressure. Still just doing crisscrosses. And let's lighten up the paint a little. And I'm going to use a lighter pressure now. And even lighter. Now we'll make it a little harder. We'll put in some water here, pressing a little harder. Go back to the dark color. We'll put in some water here at the bottom. Lighter pressure. Okay, now we need to get the blender. 2 hairs and some air. And we're going to blend this nice. You can blend it however smooth you want to blend it with this blender. But I'm going to leave it a little rough. I'm still just crisscross strokes. If you can run it, the brush bigger, it'll go faster. This computer is a Microsoft Surface Pro 3 i7, and it's a real nice computer. I really like it. I like being able to draw directly on the screen. That's why I got it, is just to be able to draw directly onto the screen. And it's been wonderful in that regard. But this trying to record these videos makes it, it strains it some. So I have to run smaller brushes, smaller canvas. Okay, there we are. Let's call that the sky. As a matter of fact, we'll just put that in the layer there. Sky. Let's make a new layer. We're going to put in some clouds. Let's put in some puffy clouds. Change our color over here to a white color, off-white a little. And I'm just using circular strokes and varying the pressure. I love how this brush makes these clouds. Okay, let's say that's it for the clouds. Call it clouds. Let's put in a mountain. We always have to have, well, not always, but we pretty much always have to have a mountain, don't we? Let's see, what color do I want? I don't know. Let's go with a blue, a dark blue. And let's see, I need my window here. If I can find it to I'll just come over here and open up all of them right here. Yes, angle. Okay. Now we're just going to, this brush simulates a palette knife. So we're just going to scrub in some color. Change the angle so we can do this side like that and pull down. Okay, now we got a blender for the mountain. I can just pull down. And once again, we want to blend the bottom here to make it look misty. I'm just using a straight back and forth movement, a medium pressure. And I'll go across it a little. Okay, that was the blend layer. Put another layer in. Let's put some highlights on that mountain. And we'll pick the detail knife. And we'll change the angle of that one. And I'm just using light pressure. Oops. Need to stay inside the lines if I can. Look at how nice that paint breaks on that. I've spent a long time building these brushes. I spent months and months and months on these brushes. If you press a little harder, you'll get a big skid streak like that. Or if you press lightly, it'll just come off just a little at a time. Okay, let's do the other side. Make it a little darker. Let's see, I want to come back and do this a little more right there. Okay, now let's blend this again. We're just doing the very bottom down here to make that look far away, misty. Okay, real nice. That's another blend layer. We can do some housekeeping over here if you want. I like to take these and group them. So that was mountain. See, so all of those layers. Let's see, layer one, we don't need that one. All of those layers then will be in a group. Make it a little easier to keep track of things. We'll call that sky. Now, you don't have to group if you don't want to. You could flatten the image or do it however you want. I just like it this way so I can go back and make changes if I want to. Okay, I'll tell you what, I'm going to call this the end of part one, and then we're going to come back and hopefully finish the painting in part two. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Hello again, everybody. Let's continue this painting on. We're going to put in some trees far away, just some indication of trees. No real detail. I don't even know if these will show. I'm just putting them in at roughly the same angle as what the mountain are flowing down. Just using light pressure. Now you can put in as many or as few trees as you would like to have back here, or none. Just up to you. I'm just demonstrating. Now we're going to go back to the blender brush and make it a little smaller. And we're going to do a little blending on the bottom and on the top too. More so on the bottom. You just want to fade them out. Okay. Let's see, we didn't use that layer, so the thick paint automatically makes a layer of its own. I had started that layer, and this layer is the blend. And I'm going to count. Let's see. I guess I'll call those. Come on. Trying to highlight that. We'll call it mountain tree. Okay, we'll make a new layer. And I want to block in some trees. This is a bigger brush, and unfortunately it takes a moment for it to load in on my computer here. Let's see, I think I'm going to make the ground come around this way this time. Now what we're doing is putting in the background of the trees. And then we want that to go into the water. I need my mountain brush. We're going to put in a shoreline now. Use some Van Dyke brown. I need to get the angle again here. Just scrub in a shoreline or some shore where this isn't the shoreline. Now we can highlight that some. Just drag it out. Now we can put in our shoreline. And let's do some reflections. I'm just pulling straight down, medium pressure. Go across a little. Now we can put some leaves on the trees. Oh, wait a minute, let's go back and let's put in some twigs, and we need a dark color for that. You can put in as many or as few as twigs as you want. These really are more like trunks on those bigger trees, but they're far enough away that... Okay, now let's go back to our sponge brush and we'll put some highlights on. Change the color a little. Let's see, we want to put some highlights in the water a little. And we'll go back to the water reflections and we'll reflect those highlights some. There. Okay. Now we can group what we've done here. We'll leave the mountain trees out of it. And I'll just call that left trees. And then we'll put in another layer. And we'll put some right trees in. Well, I got to go back to my fill-in brush. Now we're going to have to wait again. Here we go. Now I'm just scrubbing this color in again, like we did on the other side. Bringing it all the way down. I want it nice and dark. Okay, now let's put some tree trunks in. And then we'll go to the twigs brush. Put some twigs in. And let's try the coarse leaves, see what that's going to look like. Pick a nice green color. I'm just tapping and moving it a little bit and then repositioning and doing the same thing over. But you can take it and kind of move it and make it into like a little bush. Going around the bottom of the trees to set the trees in. Let's try another color. Oh yeah, that's nice. Like little flowers. Okay, let's go back to the mountain brush. And let's put in a path. And we'll go back to the coarse leaves. Put some leaves in here, bushes. Okay, let's put some more twigs in. Go a little lighter, see what happens. Oh, look at that. Okay, let's call this painting finished. I want to thank you for watching. Very first painting. Let me know what you think. Have any ideas or comments? I would appreciate it. Thank you for watching.